Batangas City, tahanan ng ilan sa mga pinakamagagaling na volleyballista ng bayan. Rhea de Maculangan, Kim Fajardo, Don Macandili, ilan lamang yan sa mga Batanggenyang sumikat dahil sa larong volleyball. At ngayon sa Season 2 ng Premier Volleyball League Reinforced Conference dito sa loob ng jam-packed Batangas City Coliseum, mapapanood natin ang defending champions, ang Lady Warriors, as they take on the Cool Smashers in our second match on this Sunday. Maraming salamat po sa pagtutok ngayon sa SNA at sa SNA HD Sky Cable Channel 166. We are all seen live on Liga and Liga HD Sky Cable Channel 183 worldwide via the Filipino channel at syempre via live streaming din po on the #1 sports website in the Philippines, sports.abs-cbn.com at sa premiervolleyballleague.com. Mabuhay Pilipinas, ako po ang inyong lingkod, Anton Rojas, and I am joined for the very first time dito sa panel by a certified UAP legend, Charo Soriano ng Ateneo Lady Eagles at syempre founder ng Premier Beach Volleyball Republic, and of course, Denise Dinsay, who's making me feel a little bit underdressed. Siyempre, si Denise laging prim and proper and pretty. Girls, it's very nice to be working with you here in the hotbed of volleyball, Batangas City.
It's very nice to be here also. Anton, maraming salamat. It's good to be back here. Magandang hapon po sa inyo mga kapamilya at napaka-exciting po ng next match natin ngayong araw na to.
At syempre, Charo, maraming isi-share mamaya si Denise sa ating lahat. Kaya, Charo, Denise, tara?
Game!
Okay, we have the Lady Warriors and the Cool Smashers coming back from bounce backwards. So, nung nakwentuhan ko yung mga Lady Warriors, talagang sinabi sa akin nila na they are very excited to go against the Cool Smashers, who they said are one of the very best teams here in the PVL. And of course, on the other hand, the Cool Smashers also said that they are very prepared this time around to go against the Lady Warriors. Dahil talagang pinag-aralan nila yung laro. And we can really expect a very interesting and exciting matchup ngayong hapon na ito.
At syempre, napaka-exciting na mga naging laban sa hometown ni Charo sa Tugigaraw. Ngayon naman nandito tayo sa Batangas City, so we're very excited to see the action. At ramdam natin ang energy dito sa loob ng Batangas City Sports Coliseum. Pero silipin muna natin ang team standings. Nayanig na naman ito sapagkat nanalo sa unang pagkakataon sa ating unang laban ang Angels in 5 sets kontra sa Perla Spikers.
Yes, for the benefit also for live viewers and of course our live stream viewers, everybody, ang tournament format po natin is ang top 2 teams, which for now are High Flyers and Cool Smashers. Magiging top 2 po sila, so may bye po sila for the quarterfinals. And the bottom 6 teams naman po maglalaban-laban ulit para makuha ang top 2, and then they will join the top 2 of the elimination round for the semifinals. So importante po talaga ang mga laro ngayon at importante po talaga na makuha ang top 2 spots. And if the Cool Smashers will win this match, then malaki po ang chance na nila na maging top 2.
2-1 ngayon ang kartada ng Cool Smashers at syempre ang defending champions naman, Lady Warriors, nagnanais na makamit ang kanilang pangalawang panalo dito sa Reinforced Conference. At Denise, itong Lady Warriors, alam natin na napaka-successful na kupunan nito dito sa PVL.
Yes, definitely, Anton. And para mas makilala natin ang Lady Air Force Warriors team manager na si Attorney Ken Mirasol, panoorin natin ang video na ito.
They are considered to be one of the strongest and most successful franchise team in the V-League.
We created a volleyball team in order to provide a platform for our advocacy of supporting Philippine volleyball and to encourage the Filipino youth to involve themselves in our nation's sports program. We saw that our local volleyball players can compete at the international level.
Receive at atake para sa Lady Warriors. De Leon! At doon na po, nagtatapos ang ating lead.
3 championship titles na ang naiuwi ng powerhouse team ng Lady Warriors sa liga.
Of course, the owners were very happy. The investments they made to the team, it all paid off.
Kaya naman excited na rin ang kanilang management to continue their winning tradition dito sa PVL.
I think we are more pressured right now because we are used to getting those successes in the past.
Pocari-AirForce will have their hands full as they try to defend their PVL reinforced conference title.
Through the hard works, of course, of our coaching staff, they work day and night, searching, studying, and screening for the right type of players that will comprise our team. I'd also like to mention all the invaluable contributions to this team of my predecessor, Attorney Eric Anthony P., Mr. Ronald Tieng, and of Mr. Suzuki.
Pangako ng Federated Distributors Incorporated sa kanilang mga players na patuloy ang magiging suporta nila sa kapunan para mamayagpag muli ang Lady Warriors dito sa liga.
Good luck to our Pocari Sweat volleyballs. Work hard, play hard, and have fun. So I'd be taking this opportunity to thank all of our fans for their love and support to the team. Our team is all for you.
Kaya mga kapamilya, don't forget to tweet us at ABS-CBN Sports with the hashtag PVL on ABS-CBN. And of course, check out our exclusive photos on our Instagram at ABS-CBN_sports. And of course, to keep up to date on all things Premier Volleyball League, including news, features, interviews, and schedules, check out the Philippines' #1 sports website, sports.abs-cbn.com. And of course, please like, share, and follow us on our Facebook page at Premier Volleyball League.
At syempre, Denise, wag natin kalimutan. I'm sure maraming nakatutok ngayon na mahilig sa gadgets, nakahawak ngayon sa kanilang mga cellular phones. You can check out your favorite player. All you have to do is tweet them the name of your favorite player at makikita nyo sila sa StarCam, ang aming bagong feature on the Premier Volleyball League website. Ayan, si Eliza Valdez ba? Ang idol nyo, pambato ng San Juan, Batangas. Just tweet Eliza's name and of course use the hashtag StarCam and hashtag PVL on ABS-CBN. Ako, Denise, siguro kung naglalaro pa si Charo Soriano ngayon, malamang sa malamang siya nasa StarCam.
Malamang hindi pa siguro uso ang StarCam.
Well, when we come back, Charo and I will discuss further this matchup sa pagitan ng Lady Warriors at ng Pool Smashers at abangan pa natin ang mga reports ni Denise Dinsay mamaya. Thank you very much, Denise. We will catch you later. When we come back, we shall break down this matchup. Ito po ang Season 2 ng PVL Reinforced Conference sa SNA. Tayo po'y nagbabalik dito sa hotbed ng Philippine Volleyball, Batangas City para sa ating pakalawang laban ngayong linggo sa Premier Volleyball League Season 2 Reinforced Conference. The highly anticipated matchup sa pagitan ng Lady Warriors at ng Pool Smashers. Sa ilang sandali, lilipad na po ang ating mga minamahal na volleyballista as the blue and the white clash with the hot pink here inside the Batangas Sports Coliseum. Maraming salamat sa lahat ng mga nakatutok ngayon sa SNA, sa Liga, sa TFC, all our kapamilyas watching from all over the world, and of course, on sports.abs-cbn.com. Muli, ako po ang inyong lingkod, Anton Ross, with the UAP legend, Charo Soriano, and we are joined by Volleyball Royalty dahil makakasama natin ang isa sa mga miyembro ng Pool Smashers, also a UAP legend herself, two-time UAP Best Blocker and former Finals MVP, Binibining Pilipinas Globe 2018. Na poise pa rin kahit tinamaan ng bola sa likod ng kanyang ulo, Michelle Gumabaw. Oo nga naalala ko.
Tatamaan ako ng bola.
Michelle, kamusta naman ang feeling? I know we spoke weeks before this tournament and you promised that we will see the same old Michelle Gumabaw in action dito sa PVL?
Of course, syempre, I always want to give back to my team who gave me so much while I was in my Binibini times. So now, not only am I giving back the old me, but hopefully a better version of when I was playing in Lasal.
That's very, very nice to hear, Michelle. I'm sure they're all happy to have you back also.
Oo, kasi happy lang kami.
Yeah, good vibes,
Good
Creamline.
vibes. Pero syempre, hindi pa rin nawawala yung swag ni Michelle Gumabaw. Michelle, ano naman ang masasabi mo dito sa matchup nyo ngayong araw? This is one of the matchups na talagang inabangan ng mga fans. Itong laban nyo against the Lady Warriors. They're the defending champions and you also used to be a part of this club team. So how do you feel about going against your former team?
Well, it's different faces now So they're composed of different girls na rin. So for me, it's not the Pocari that I used to be with. So that's kind of better for me. I don't have to look to the other side of the court and see all of my old teammates and my coach there. So it's better, but syempre now, the name in front is more important. So now it's Creamline and you really have to give your loyalty to that team.
Speaking of Creamline Pool Smashers, Michelle, may tanong ako sa iyo, how does it feel playing against your former rival, Eliza Valdez? And of course, yung pagsasama niyo ulit ng best TMG mo na si Melissa Gohing.
With Mel, syempre alam na namin yung chemistry namin sa loob. It's been the same ever since college. But playing with Gia and Eliza, it's something different because Gia is very commanding inside the court and Eliza is very quiet. She leads by example talaga. So it's a good contrast between the two and you really learn a lot from them because parang nakikita ko sila, mas tumatahimik ako mas nagiging relaxed ako. Kailangan mas mellow.
All right, Michelle, thank you very much for the time. We will let you warm up now as Charo and I break down this matchup. Binibining Pilipinas Globe 2018 and one of the newest members ng Pool Smashers, Michelle Gumabaw, with us here today in Batangas City. Charo, ito ang nangyari nung huling naglaban or umapak sa volleyball court ang Pool Smashers. This was in Tuguegarao City.
Yeah.
They won against the High Flyers. This was a bounce-back win because they lost prior to this match.
They lost prior to that match last May 12 against the Perla Spikers. However, May 13 naman, they won in a very, very commanding manner against the Paymaya High Flyers. Of course, you can see on your screens right now, they won it in 3 sets. So, napakalayo rin po ng score ng set 1 and ng set 3. And we really saw yung yung Pool Smashers na gusto nating makita. Talagang nai-inspire tayo sa laro ng mga volleyballistang ito.
Their aim is to win their first ever championship. Yan ang misyon ni Michelle Gumabaw. So ibang klaseng corona naman ang nais makamit nitong si Michelle Gumabaw. At grabe talaga ang kanyang pinakita sa Tuguegarao. Sinabi nga ni Michelle, she's trying to be that same old Michelle Gumabaw from her days in Lasal, but hopefully, if possible, an even better one.
Correct. And we can really see that, no? Her role is really very diverse. When we saw her back in college, she was really, as she said earlier, talagang commanding, may swag. Pero iba na ang role niya ngayon dito. And she realizes also the importance of diversity in the Pool Smashers with teammates like Eliza Valdez, who's very quiet, like a service leader. And of course, Gia Morado, na medyo mas may command sa loob ng court and very vocal. So, she's also finding her spot here in the Pool Smashers. And it's very interesting to see how they grow and develop together as a team.
Yeah, it's a very interesting mix of
That's
former
true.
stars from the UAP na nagsanib puwersa ngayon dito sa Pool Smashers. Sa aming pagbabalik, lilipat naman tayo sa kabilang panig at mayroon din tayong makakasama mula sa Lady Warriors. Kung sino yon, abangan. Huwag po kayo aalis. Ito po ang Premier Volleyball League dito lang sa SNA. Nagbabalik po tayo dito sa loob ng Batangas City Sports Coliseum para sa pagpapatuloy ng aksyon dito sa Premier Volleyball League Season 2. It is the Reinforced Conference and we are all set to begin the matchup between the Pool Smashers and the Lady Warriors. Anton Rojas together with Charo Soriano. At ngayon, makakasama natin ang isa sa mga reinforcements ng Lady Warriors. She hails from Minnesota, a graduate from Radford University in Virginia. Madeline Mav Palmer. Mav, it's great to be talking to you and welcome to the Philippines.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
It's your first time, as you told me earlier, you arrived here in the country in April. So you've been here for a little bit over a month. how do you feel about the reception here in Batangas City, which is considered as one of the hotbeds for volleyball here in the country?
Yeah, I love the fans here. We didn't have this kind of support in the States, so this is just really cool to see.
That's very, very nice to hear also. And I'm sure they're excited to see you play here in Batangas, ma'am. So another question from me. You won your last game against the Perla Spikers. So what parts of that game or that win do you want to carry over against Cool Smashers today?
Yeah, we played really good defense versus Banco Perlas. So I'm really hoping that we're able to pull that today. And then we got great touches on blocks and we're able to turn around in transition. So I hope that that's what we can carry over to this game.
That's good to hear also.
Mav, did you have time to scout the opponent, the Cool Smashers? What can you say about them? And you told me earlier also that one of your strengths is defense, and they're a pretty offensive team. So how do you think you're going to stop those girls?
Block touches, like I said, they swing pretty hard, especially 18 and Valdez and whatnot. So as long as we're getting block touches on their hard attacks, we can go ahead and turn that around.
Well, we wish you the best here and put on a great show in front of the fans here in Batangas City.
Thank you, we will.
Thank you very much, Matt Palmer. We will let you warm up as Charo and I continue to break down this matchup. Now, Charo, the Lady Warriors are coming off a victory against Perlas in Tuguegarao. It was a shocking loss for them in straight sets against the High Flyers when they first saw action in this year's Reinforced Conference. So this was a feel-good win for the Lady Warriors of Coach Jasper.
Correct. I mean, really saw that they defeated Perlas in 4 sets. And a lot of these are actually coming from, of course, the scoring points of our Air Force Lady Warriors. Let's talk about also their blocking and, of course, their service aces against the Perla Spikers. So we can see that Mav has been talking about making the ball slower and of course, really focusing on the defense. So talagang tingnan po natin today kung yun din ang game plan nila against the Cool Smashers.
At Charo, alam na ni Mav kung sino ang babantayan. Eliza Valdez,
Yes.
and of course, number 18, Kutika Kaupin. So Mav Palmer really living up to what she mentioned earlier, that the Lady Warriors are a defensive team and they know who to mark dito sa laban na to. Let's take a look at some of the highlights of that last match against the Perla Spikers. And itong si Mav Palmer, very versatile before playing volleyball. She was a soccer player, basketball also,
Wow.
pero she found her home in volleyball and she scored a team-high 16 points sa kanilang huling laban.
Again, like what you said, Anton, it was a great performance by the Air Force Lady Warriors. And of course, such a leader, Mav Palmer, no? She has been giving points. She has been also dictating the defense pattern for her team. And a lot of her teammates are actually contributing in terms of scoring. In that last game against Banco Perlas, of course, Love and Myla Pablo, multi-awarded MVP player, of course, also gave 15 points for the Air Force Lady Warriors. So talagang nagtutulungan sila. So tingnan natin kung anong gagawin nila ngayong araw na to.
Oh, and by the way, see, Mav Palmer wants to give a shout out to her parents who are watching all the way from Florida.
Wow.
Actually, before coming here to the Philippines, nanggaling daw siya sa Florida with her parents. So, hindi masyadong, hindi malaki ang pagkakaiba pagdating sa weather conditions. But speaking of shout-outs, you can also give us some shout-outs here and hope to make PVL trend today using the hashtag PVL on ABS-CBN. Just tag us at ABS-CBN Sports. And of course, yung Instagram account natin, that's ABS-CBN_sports. And of course, keep everything updated with the PVL by tweeting us at ABS-CBN Sports as well. So, Charos, I think we've already said a lot here.
Yes, we have.
So, sa aming pagpapalik, magsisimula na po ang ating laban. Pero syempre, mas lalo tayong gaganahan dahil kasama rin natin ang ating DJ na si DJ Louie, rocking the Batangas City Sports Coliseum. So this is it. It is the highly anticipated matchup between the Cool Smashers and the Lady Warriors. Coming up next, ito po ang Premier Volleyball League Season 2 Reinforced Conference dito lang sa S&A. Tara, game!
Handang-handa na ang Batangas City para sa Premier Volleyball League On-Tour Reinforced Conference third match of the day. Before we call our players out onto the courts, please help me in welcoming our referees for this match. Our first referee, 'Yul Benosa, international referee. Our second referee, Alex Gonzalez, international referee. Our third referee, Alex Gonzalez, international referee. Our fourth referee, Yul Benosa, international referee. Our fifth referee, Alex Gonzalez, international referee. Our sixth referee, Alex Gonzalez, international referee. Our seventh referee, Yul Benosa, international referee. Our eighth referee, Alex Gonzalez, international referee. Our ninth referee, Alex Gonzalez, international referee. Our 10th referee, Yul Benosa, international referee. Our 11th referee, Alex Gonzalez, international referee. Our 12th referee, Yul Benosa, international referee. Our 13th referee, Alex Gonzalez, international referee. Our 14th referee, Yul Benosa, international referee. Our 15th referee, Alex Gonzalez, international referee. Our 16th referee, Our second referee, Rene Castillo, national referee. And now let us welcome our players from Pocari-AirForce. Number 2, Madeline Palmer. Number 3, Jeanette Panaga. Number 7, Wendy Ann Semana. Number 10, Arnely Love. Number 13, Den Palomata. And number 18, their captain, Myla Pablo. And their libero, Jenny Del Piatura. And of course, their head coach, Jasper Jimenez. And now, the Creamline Cool Smashers. Let's call on number 1, Asherich Nicolina. Number 5, Risa Sato. Number 12, Chia Morado. Number 18, Kutika Kaupin. Number 19, Michelle Gumabaw. And number 2, their captain, Alisa Valdez. Their libero, 22, Melissa Gohi. And their head coach, Ananson Bunting.
Tara, game! It is the Lady Warriors versus the Cool Smashers on our second match on this Sunday sa Reinforced Conference ng Premier Volleyball League Season 2. Narinig naman po ninyo yung sigawan ng mga manonood. More than 3,000 fans in attendance, some on their feet to cheer on the Lady Warriors and the Cool Smashers.
Yes, at marami dito sa mga fans natin na nanonood ngayon here in the Batangas City Sports Coliseum ay talagang dumayo pa sa napakalalayo mga places. A lot of them I talked to earlier, some of them come from Nasugbu. They traveled 2-3 hours coming from other places. And nakita natin punong-puno po talaga ang Batangas Sports City Coliseum.
Charo, a familiar face starting us off. Wendy Ann Semana, nakalaban mo yan?
Yes.
Nung ikaw ay naglalaro sa UAAP, she was the MVP during the year that you actually won 2 awards, Best Scorer and Best Receiver.
Yes, and aside from that, I will never forget Wendy Ann Semana dahil siya rin ang tumalo sa amin ni Patty Taganas sa demo UAAP Beach Volleyball. So sila rin ang nag-champion.
So ngayon rin pala nagsimula ng beach volleyball sa UAAP. Certified legend talaga, Charo Soriano. Samantala, maganda ang simula ng Lady Warriors. At technically, sila ang defending champions. Pero tama si Michelle Gumabaw na this is not exactly her former team dahil nagsanib puwersa ang mga remaining players ng Lady Warriors at yung Philippine Air Force.
And interestingly enough, no, let's talk about how that happened, Anton. So, nakita mo ang Pocari Lady Warriors ang nag-champion. And then, they actually combined their team sa Air Force team na napaka-solid na rin to begin with. So makita-kita mo talaga na very mature maglaro ang Air Force Lady Warriors ngayon.
At maraming mga veteranong manlalaro dito, katulad na lamang ni Semana, nandyan rin si Jeanette Panaga na champion player din sa NCAA with the CSB Lady Blazers. And of course, their reinforcements, not too shabby. They've got Mav Palmer and of course, Ari Love from Cleveland, Ohio.
And speaking about Ari Love, we can see in your screens right now a very smart play. Talking about maturity nga naman, Anton. Talagang dinagay lang niya yung bola sa end line. Walang tao. And of course, it's now 4-0 for the Air Force Lady Warriors.
Napakalakas ng palo ni Risa Sato on that quick attack. But a great dig right there by the Lady Warriors. Panibagong pagkakataon para kay Sato. Nayangat pa rin ni Tempiatura ang bola. It's a cross-court attack for Mav Palmer, but too much juice on that spike. Puntos mapupunta sa Cool Smashers.
Kanina sinasabi sa atin ni Mav Palmer na talagang defense is the key for them to win this game. And early on pa lang, maaga pa lang, kitang-kita naman natin that they're really scrambling and they're really getting all the balls coming from the Cool Smashers.
Semana, binigay ang bola dito kay Palmer. And that's the second straight hitting error for Mav as we go to Denise Dinsay for first report.
Anton and Sharon, no, kanina nga sinabi ni Michelle Gumabaw na very commanding si Gio on the court. But outside, you will always see this girl always making jokes, sweet, and very malambing, especially pagkasama niya ang kanyang pamilya. And we always hear on games, not smiling, pero outside of the games, you'll always see this girl smiling. Now, both teams, the Lady Warriors and the Cool Smashers, are bundles of energy, as you can hear, and they can't wait to unleash it on the court. Balik sa inyo.
Maraming salamat, Denise. Parang yung report ni Denise pang UAAP talaga dahil binabanggit niya yung mga pangalan na talagang gusto marinig ng mga fans katulad na lamang ni Gia Morado at Alyssa Valdez. But that time, talagang nakaabang ang Lady Warriors dito sa atake ni Alyssa.
Yes, sinabi nga naman nila, talagang binantayan nila at may special mention si Alyssa Valdez and of course si Dao, yung import ng Cool Smasher. So, I think they really trained for the attack of these two open hitters coming from the Cool Smashers.
Dao is leading the Cool Smashers in scoring, averaging 18.7 points per contest. Sato, ang pinaka-bagong addition bilang middle blocker dito sa Cool Smashers, and that's what Risa Sato does.
Yes, and for Cool Smashers to really get around the blocks of the Air Force Lady Warriors, kailangan talaga Gia Morado would need to activate the middle. So, kung nakaka-contribute si Risa Sato and makakontribute rin yung isang middle spiker nila, talagang makakatulong yun for them to get the win today.
Samantala, kung merong bagyong baldo ang Cool Smashers, merong Typhoon Pablo ang Lady Warriors. That is our featured matchup between two of the best open spikers in the country, Pablo and Valdez. At syempre, gumawa rin ng pangalan sa NCAA itong si Jeanette Panaga, who is fondly called or known as Pangs.
Yes, and si Pangs in their last game against the upper last spiker, she actually contributed 8 points to the team, no? So even as a middle, talaga makikita mo yung contribution niya sa kanyang mga teammates.
Gumabaw, heavy serve, Temperatura. Palmer could not get it over the net.
So these are the things that we don't want to happen. Maaga pa lang sa set, first set pa lang, and she has already had, 3 unforced errors already.
Jasper Jimenez, ang head coach ng Air Force. Now the head coach of the Lady Warriors, Semana. Long back set for Love. But no love given to her by this lady from Belgrade, Serbia, Nikolina Asheric. Asheric. It's spelled as A-S-C-E-R-I-C, but it's pronounced as Asheric.
Asheric. Okay, we need to practice that.
And Nicolina getting it over to the other side. Love. Asheric was there. Dao was there from the back row. Here's Valdez on the drop ball. Pablo with a save. It's going to be a free ball for the Cool Smashers. Nicolina Asheric. Wow!
Remember that name, ladies and gentlemen. Nicolina Asheric helping and contributing to the Cool Smashers.
From Serbia with a Belgrade bomb. Nicolina Asheric dashing and smashing. 7-all. Here inside the Batangas City Sports Coliseum, Atienza could not handle the steam on that ball. Myla Pablo giving the Lady Warriors a 1-point lead as we head to this technical timeout. Veteran libero from Adamson University, Jelly Temperatura. Her role is very vital to the success of this team, Charo.
Yes, totoo yan. And in their last game also, against Bangko Perla Spiker, she was able to garner 15 digs and 15 receptions for the Air Force Lady Warriors. At sinabi nga ni Mav kanina, kung gusto nilang matalo ang Cool Smashers, important for them to be able to block that ball, slow down that ball, and really have a good defensive pattern. Kung nandyan nga si Jelly, talagang hindi siya magpapatalo kagad-agad.
At nakikita natin very vocal itong si Jelly Temperatura talking to Mav and Ari Love, who's at the service line right now. No relation to Kevin Love of the Cleveland Cavaliers, excuse me. And, she gets that service ace, but she is a fan of Cleveland. Her favorite player is LeBron James. She hails from Cleveland, Ohio. At bago daw siya nag-volleyball, she was a basketball player, played the power forward position.
Wow, you can really see the versatility, talaga yung agility of Love.
Valdez. Love popping it up from the back row. Semana pinigay dito kay Pablo. Not over. Puntas mapupunta sa Cool Smashers.
Unforced error.
Yeah, so they really need to minimize the unforced errors, Anton, no?
And at the service line, the proud native of San Juan, Batangas, Eliza Valdez. And here come the fans. Salmer says fly high at Eliza Valdez, and he's watching from San Ricardo, Southern Leyte. At may nag-hi sa'yo, Charo. Lodi ka raw, sabi ni Chino Nino.
Hello po, Chino. Maraming salamat sa pagsuporta ng Philippine Volleyball and of course, Premier Volleyball League. At sana nag-enjoy kayo ngayon nanonood ng game against the Cool Smashers and of course, the Air Force Lady Warriors. And at ang ating paboritong player, si Miss Eliza Valdez now serving.
And Stan, sabi niya, paborito daw niya si Michelle Gumabaw. Binibining Pilipinas Globe 2018.
Another misreceive from Love.
Another point for the Cool Smashers. And talking about, of course, yung tweet for Michelle Gumabaw and women empowerment. Talagang she really epitomizes women empowerment. And we hope to have more players who are like her as well.
Very fearless Michelle Gumabaw. And the Cool Smashers starting to roll here as Wendy Ann Semana tries to rally the troops on the side of the Lady Warriors. Here comes Valdez. Here comes Pablo. Could not get it over. Hindi masyado naka-take off si Myla doon.
Yes, siya na ang nag-receive at siya pa rin ang pumalo. So, kulang ng adjustment on the side of Myla Pablo. Let's see what they do to adjust.
From Creamline.
Hatiin na natin to. Dito yung ano natin, space side natin ha. Huwag tayo masyadong sumag sa likod. Dito lang muna. Okay? So, kailangan natin ng one stop. Okay? One, good, receive. And then one stop. Ha? One stop tayo. Myla, ready. So, ibibigay yan. Makakuha ka lang ng isang blocker para ma-single block to. Yun ang kailangan natin, ha? Pasukan mo. Mag-commit ka doon, ha? Okay, sige.
Coach Jasper Jimenez.
Narinig naman natin yung sinabi ni Coach Jasper, Anton. Kailangan din makakuha ng blocks ang middle hitter natin so that we can also help our outside hitters. Malaking bagay na makuha niya si Nicolina para isa na lang ang blocker ni Myla Pablo.
The parents of Eliza Valdez, Mami Lita and Daddy Roel Valdez. And beside Daddy Roel is the boyfriend of Gia Morado, Miguel de Guzman, who's always around wherever Gia is.
Yeah, so very supportive talaga mga family ni Gia and Eliza. And of course, talagang nakakataba ng puso na makita na even their family, no matter how far ang games, talagang dumadayo para panoorin at supportahin sila. Of course, si Eliza being a native here in Batangas, talagang maraming tao dito cheering for her.
Yeah, I actually asked Eliza how far is San Juan, Batangas from this Coliseum. Sabi niya, it's about an hour away. So, malaki-laki rin ang Batangas.
Yes.
Kaya marami mga volleyball players na nanggaling dito.
That's true. And you mentioned some of them kanina during our intro. We spoke about Rhea de Maculangan. We spoke about Aragalang also. And huwag natin kalimutan for the men, sila Isay Marasigan.
Yeah.
They're also from here.
From Asterisk.
Sa iba't ibang lugar pa, like Kim Fajardo is from Calatagan, Batangas. De Maculangan is from DLSU Lipa. And Don Macandili from Tanawan, Batangas. So, Batangas is huge.
And Ziher Basho also has relatives here in Batangas as well.
Ito naman, from Belgrade, Serbia. Kababayan ni tennis star Novak Djokovic. And Nicolina actually told me she tried to play tennis, but guess why she stopped?
Why?
Sobrang mahal daw.
Mas maganda na lang maglaro ng volleyball.
Mas mura pa. Very expensive daw yung tennis.
Yes, but I think it's doing her very good. She's improving very well and she's really talagang in sync na sa Cool Smashers at meron na silang connection ni Gia Morado as her setter.
Del Palomata, she made a lot of waves for the Lady Warriors and in Air Force actually.
That's true. One of the tallest or one of the taller women volleyball players here in the country, no? Si Palomata.
At the service line, the amazing Gia Morado. Too strong on that serve as the Lady Warriors get the point.
That's a very rare error coming from Gia Morado. Normally, when she's in the service line, she would make up, I think, about 3-4 serves and then, of course, sometimes service aces as well. So, dapat ma-maximize talaga ni Air Force, Lady Warriors sa mga errors na nabibigay sa kanila ng Cool Smashers, Anton.
Oo nga, medyo nakakarami ang Lady Warriors dito sa set na ito. At sigurado ko mapapakamot sa ulo ang mga coaching staff. Ang coaching staff, when they check out the stat sheet later on, they've got to fix that. Here's Dao. Could not get it over the net.
This time,
But
outside off the block.
there was a violation called here. Kaya ang puntos mapupunta dito sa Cool Smashers.
Hindi nagkakalayo ang scoring right now with the Cool Smashers up by 1. At kitang-kita naman natin, parang nag-iinit pa lang ang mga players ngayon dito.
Semana. The Lady Warriors looking out of sync there as the Cool Smashers will head into this technical timeout on top 16-14. No stranger to the Premier Volleyball League. She is back for a second run at it. Kunika Kaupin, na dating teammate ni Eliza Valdez. Nung naging import si Eliza sa Thailand, they played together at 3BB na Cordon. Now, they have reunited here in the Philippines as members of the Cool Smashers.
Yes, I think actually Kutika was also here years before when she played under Coach Ness sa Cagayan Lady Rising Suns. And I believe nakatulong din siya sa pagdala sa Cagayan sa championship. So matingnan natin kung magagawa rin niya yan for the Cool Smashers.
Last season, the 3BB connection could not get to the finals. They finished third in the Reinforced and Open Conference. Kaya naman ang mission ni Dao is to propel itong Cool Smashers to the finals for the very first time dito sa PVL.
Correct. And it's really nice to see her also grow and develop here in the Philippines as a player.
And the thing about Kaupin is her power. Ibang klase ang tunog eh. Tuwing siya ay nakakapalo. Valdez, meanwhile, that one touches the line.
Lucky break for Miss Eliza Valdez. Hindi na-expect ng mga defenders ng Air Force Lady Warriors na papasok yung kanyang off-speed shot doon.
At yung set nang galing pa kay Dao. Atienza. Risa Sato!
Inside for Sato.
So these two girls actually played a little bit during their time in college, no, in Ateneo. And nakikita mo talaga yung connection ni Gia Sato and ni Gia Morado and Risa Sato.
Parang si Jasmine Nabor lang yung nag-set.
Yes.
Kasi ganun din yung impact eh. Napakabilis. Drop ball does not work for Love. Atienza giving it to Valdez. She will try her version of a drop ball, but Semana was there. Free ball. Babalik dito sa Cool Smashers. Running attack. Hindi binigay. Binigay niya kay Gumabaw. Talking about Gia Morado. Balik ang bola dito sa Cool Smashers. Morado this time goes back to Gumabaw.
One of the things that I like about Gia as a setter is talagang she gives chances to the spikers, to her hitters. No? Kung hindi nag-work the first time, then she tries it out again.
Kailangan natin ng isang good receive. Ang kulang natin, hindi natin may convert eh. So, kailangan natin ng isang magandang receive. One good receive. Okay? So, tiwala lang. May lang. Ay, yan, di ba? Oo. Hati na kayo dito. Hati na kayo dito. Hati na kayo sa position na yan, ha? Hati na yan. Okay, hati-hati na kayo dyan, ha? Huwag na kayo mag-overlap. Basta hati-hati kayo. Okay? Okay, fight! Give it up!
A very intense coach, Jasper Jimenez.
Yes, reminding his team, of course, na tiwala talaga ang kailangan para manalo. Of course, nakikita natin na yung Air Force Lady Warriors nagiging hesitant. And it shows in their games. I think they already have 9 to 10 unforced errors in this set at hindi pa siya tapos, Anton.
5-0 run para sa Cool Smashers. Ball is in the air. Semana gets it back in the air. It's a down-the-line attack, and the point will go to Love.
Takes back service advantage.
Good timeout from Coach Jasper. Nakakuha ng point ang kanyang team here, and it's now a 5-point deficit in this game.
It's Matt Palmer's first time here in the Philippines. Gumabaw.
Through the block.
How does it feel for you personally, Charo, to see Eliza Valdez and Michelle Gumabaw on the same team? Isn't that kind of weird?
I think everybody had the same sentiments when they found out, no? But now it's really nice to see them together in one team. It really shows that volleyball is really about getting people together, growing as an athlete. And nakikita natin ngayon, tingnan mo naman, talagang sync na sync. Si Eliza, si Gia, si Michelle, si Risa Sato coming from NU. So it's nice to also see, no, after the collegiate tournaments, you have something to look forward to.
Definitely a very interesting mix para dito sa Cool Smashers. What a combination right there with Gumabaw and Asurich. Gumabaw is a 2-time UAP best blocker. Asurich was a best blocker when she played in Italy and in the Serbian Super League. How do you stop that?
I mean, if something can stop that, it should be Typhoon Pablo. Anton.
But let's see if they'll give Typhoon Pablo another chance. But Pagyong Pagdo was there to put it down.
Entry allowed.
Good run coming from the Cool Smashers. And talagang nakikita mo nag-e-enjoy sila sa loob ng court.
Good vibes all the way. That is what they are trying to promote and spread using the game of volleyball. Nicolina Asurich from Belgrade, Serbia. Slamming the door shut on the Lady Warriors. Single block, straight to the ground. Puntos para sa Cool Smashers. At may kasama pang body bump mula kay Gia Morado. The Cool Smashers take set number 1, 25-15. We will be back for set number 2. Hindi pong napapanood ang Premier Volleyball League Reinforced Conference dito lang sa SNA.